let's talk about this Hunger Games thing. So
Yeah.
Hunger Games. Can't believe it.
what are they going to do? Like the 70 years of how it kind of all goes down?
Yeah, so
Makes sense.
Suzanne Collins is finishing up a prequel novel that
Good.
takes place
Good.
64 years before
Right.
the events of the original trilogy.
That makes sense.
And Lionsgate has already optioned it, and they're going to make it a movie.
As they should. I mean, 'cause this is before the time of Katniss. That was one of the main things. The question was like how all the districts got made and how it began, and that'd be cool to see. And what I really like about the fact that Collins is writing this is that I think that that's where the Fantastic Beasts have suffered because they're just working off scripts as opposed to an actual novel.
Yeah.
And I think by having a novel to work off of.
Even though I think that J.K. Rowling is a consulting producer on it,
She wrote the script.
Well, she's writing the
She wrote
scripts,
the
too.
scripts, but I
Okay.
just think
He's
that
just saying having the novel first, then to adapt.
Yeah.
Because-
Fleshing
yeah.
everything out,
I think
story.
that's what. Yeah, I think that's what's hurt it. I think that's what was been my biggest. I guess critique as far as wanting to see stuff from like the Star Wars, not even canon Legends, is that they have this library of novels.
I wonder if
stories
it goes
that they
into
could-
like the first Hunger Games and like the creation of it.
Well, I'm
I
sure
think so. I think
I'm
it was,
sure it does.
I think the Hunger Games has been going on for like 70 years or
Right.
something. So
I mean, you're the one that turned me on to the franchise.
I remember it was the book.
Yeah,
I read.
you got me into the books.
I read about the book on Entertainment Weekly, and I was like, I'm gonna check it out. And so, Entertainment Weekly. And so I read the first book and I loved it. I couldn't put
Gave
it
it away
down.
to me.
And I told you guys. And then the second book I really liked, and then I remember not liking the third.
Okay.
I didn't like the ending of the third. And I
Is
was
that
like,
how you feel about the
kinda with
movies
you.
as well?
yeah, I do.
Me too.
I do feel that
Yeah.
way, and because the problem was that they actually the ending, the third book didn't work, and it's funny though. I actually like the second movie way better than I like the first one because I thought that the first movie could have worked better if you would because it's very similar to like the novel of First Blood, which people don't realize the David Morrell book, 1972 is.
First Blood was on TV this weekend. Caught it.
But dude, the book's one of the best books I ever read.
Really?
Yeah, because David.
Do you still
Morrell-
have it?
somewhere.
Okay.
But you should order it.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. And the thing is, because the reason is, you're inside of his head the whole entire time, and that's what you are in the first Hunger Games. You're inside of her head, and you didn't get that in the movie really. And it was too choppy the way that they shot it. But they changed that in the second movie. But I hope that they can get the third one. Or not third one, a prequel series. Pretty good.
First of all, Hunger Games I think is a very underrated franchise. I think it's almost overshadowed by those crap like the Maze Runner and Allegiant, Divergent, and all those kind of things. Because
Maze Runner wasn't that bad though.
But I mean, you were
I
in that
actually liked it.
you were in that like wheelhouse of just hot teens running kind of a thing, where basically what those movies were.
Yeah.
And I think that the Hunger Games, if you didn't read the books, you probably looked at it like, what? But if you read the books, which a lot of people did, I mean, that was a huge. The movies were pretty spot on to at least the first two books.
Yeah.
And the third movie was two movies, so it was
Right.
sort of like Harry Potter, Deathly Hallows 1 and 2.
But the difference with that though is Harry Potter, the last book is like 700 pages.
Yeah, it's huge.
They didn't need to cut the third.
They did
Hunger
not,
movie.
not at all. I mean, they obviously it was a money play, but
Yeah.
I think the first Hunger Game books is one of the coolest sci-fi books I've ever read in my life because it felt so like possible, which is so weird. You know,
What's also good about the prequel stuff too is I think that Jennifer Lawrence is a very talented actress, and I think that the thing that we've seen with her lately though is if she's not challenged, you can tell that she doesn't want to be there.
Right.
You saw it in the X-Men movies, and I don't think she'd want to play Katniss again. I just don't think she'd want to. So, and she doesn't have to.
She's not even alive.
No, she's not even alive. So,
Yeah.
I wonder if there's like an Everdeen family or something that we meet.
Could be.
but they never set that up.
Yeah.
I don't think you need to. I don't think you need the Everdeens. I think that you go back in time to where 70 years. There's new people. There's new people that have kind of started because there was a revolution and stuff that happened back then too.
Yeah.
They mentioned in the books. So you can do that again. How the first thing kind of happened, and that would lead into the Hunger Games and give the movies another life, I guess.
For people that watch TV doc, they know I always say put down the book, pick up the remote. But this is one of the few books that I did pick up that was very well done. And I'm more looking forward to the book than I am the movie.